Welcome back to Local Lunch on UCFM 87.8. Just then was Tommy Gun by Junipo, and right after that was Be Brave by Birdcapital. And right now, I'm joined by Pally from Birdcapital in the studio. A very special treat. Thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you so much for having me.
Now, let's start off with what we're just talking about. You're a UC alumni.
Yeah.
What's it like being back and being in the radio studio?
It's weird. You guys have upgraded so much. I remember when it was down in the concourse, like next to the ATM.
All right.
And I was just telling Rach, like, I wanted to bring my old student card, see if it, like, still swiped me in the building. Because this was my building, building 9. So,
yep.
Yeah.
Good
glow up. I love it.
Glow up. Yep. We've got the full professional setup using Audacity and all the good stuff. Starting off with your music journey, we're gonna completely switch and go back to the beginning of you writing music. What was that journey like for you? How did you start?
How did I start? Like, you mean like all the way to like baby era? Or?
I don't know, wherever you want to start.
Apparently when I was a kid, my parents heard me play a single note on the piano and they were like, oh, he's going to be a musician. Damn, that's wild. You know, why couldn't he wanted to be like a, physicist or doctor or something like that?
Musician's cooler.
So yeah, and then just from there, like listening to like Celine Dion in the kitchen, like My Heart Will Go On. Like, how could that not move you?
It's very moving. I agree.
How could you? Like, I've got 2 ears and a heartbeat. Like, I wanted to be a musician from then on.
For sure. And then, how did it evolve into kind of making your own music?
I was in a band in high school. You know the works. Were you?
Was I in a band in high school?
Yeah.
I suppose.
Yeah.
See?
Yeah. So yeah, Rite of Passage. So did that, and I was like, oh, this stuff is awesome. I wanted to keep doing it. I got Audacity.
Oh no.
And just banged around on. I don't know if you saw those long like pencil mics.
Yeah.
That you like stick into the mic input on your computer, and that's what I was rocking with.
I see.
So all the way since then.
The best quality mics.
Only the best.
I did interview someone once who said they started recording on Audacity, but they were using SingStar mics.
Oh, wow.
Just plugging it into the USB mic on their computer.
The grind is so real.
Yeah. It's that was fascinating. Talking about your music now, we're about to talk about the album, but I wanted to start off with your other stuff first.
Please.
The instrumentation in your songs is pretty fascinating to me, like very unique instruments and kind of how you put them all together. How did you kind of settle on kind of bringing those unique instruments together?
I feel like as you go along, like the musical journey, as we referenced before, you sort of develop your own filter, like as far as like you listen to and learn from other artists, and then that filter, once it's developed, that's what makes you your own musician. That's what makes you like, oh, I pick these choices. This is my palette. This is the kind of things the choices that I would make that would defer me from other people. So like those choices, like that's what makes Birdcapital.
Yeah, for sure. And like they are really unique instruments. Like I
appreciate you.
Is there steel drum on one of the songs?
That was me manipulating. I was like whacking the back of my guitar.
Oh.
And like it started off as a demo, and I was like, no, actually, I like that.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I couldn't pick it when I was listening to it, and then the very electronic elements too, tying it together. Yeah, it's fascinating and really cool.
Appreciate it.
When did you kind of start experimenting with that sort of stuff?
I think it just come along, like there's there's music and everything, but like you can find like cool sounds anywhere, and like I just feel like when you have you don't have the access to the greatest equipment in the world, you sort of just like make do, and I think that's how that came across. Yeah.
Is there like a particularly unique instrument that you own or know how to play?
A unique instrument?
Yeah, unique. Like not a common one, if that makes sense.
No.
No? Just the standard stuff?
Yes, just the standard stuff.
What's your specialty?
My specialty? I would say it used to be... I'll go with guitar.
Yeah.
I'll go with guitar. I used to be like a guitar first person, but now I'm more of a producer.
Yeah, I see. I gotcha. Well, we saw a glimpse from your most recent single of how you kind of tie in that acoustic-ish elements and kind of manipulating instruments into the like heavy electronic side of it. Is that kind of continue through the rest of the album?
Yeah, I think it's not so much that, but like finding the connection in disparity. Like finding all these like disparate elements and like what can tie them together. So that's what I think is the through line for the album. Not so much like that dark electronica sound because things switch up.
Yeah. Was that hard to do?
Yes, and I never would have been able to do it without Tom Benter. Shout out Tom Benter. We love you, baby.
What was the writing process like for the album?
Me and Tom for 3 years straight, just, absolutely throwing the kitchen sink at
3 years.
Yeah, throwing the kitchen sink at a record, and just, like it's a concept album. Like we really just dug deep.
I see. Was there any particular tracks that took the longest time?
Not so much the tracks, but like making them all fit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get what you mean. And then what was the recording of it like?
That was really interesting because we started it out in Ngunnawal country. And, we started it out in his apartment or studio, student dorm. And then also like recorded stuff at my house to send to him. And then he moved to Melbourne and then like, is working in a studio there. So we would actually virtually conduct our recording sessions with a plugin called Listen To and also Discord. So we could see each other working and provide feedback in real time as to like what the other person should do. So it was like... like a virtual room.
I can imagine that would have been quite challenging at times.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. But, I mean, like, we developed our own rhythm, and I think that, like, that unique rhythm sort of, like, showed through in the project. Yeah.
And now it's finished, and you're about to publish it in a matter of days, I think.
Next week, Wednesday.
How does it feel now?
Oh, so good. Like, we got to show off the record last night to an incredible crowd. I can't believe they came out. Thank you guys so much for coming out to the weirdest show ever. Yeah, it was spectacular. And like that was the first time that I felt like, oh, it's real now because people have heard it.
Yeah. And what was the response from the people there like?
Incredible.
Yeah.
I'm avoiding responding to text right now, and like I got to speak to a bunch of people at the show who were so lovely and like, so, like somebody came up to me and was like, oh, I've been listening to Bird since blah, 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 blah. And I listen to you every day. And, like, I feel like that song was written just for me. I was like, whoa.
That's awesome. That's what it's about. That's why you're right. That's inspiration for future work.
For sure.
I'm not sure. I was trying to do some research. I'm not sure. Do you play this stuff live much?
Ooh-wee. So I am going to be bringing a live set with my man Nick Watman standing over there. He and my boy Jack Rojan from back in the day, my brother Litana Panachit, we're going to do bird band stuff. It's going to be an entirely different set from this album because this album, once you hear it, dear listeners, is really hard to play live.
That's what I was thinking when I was listening to Hour Between and just the complete switch up between things. I was like, I don't know how you would be able to do it.
Exactly.
But is there a part of it that wants to try it?
Yes.
Yeah.
So like Hour Between is going to be one of the songs in our set. It's going to be different, but like, so, if we do translate more songs from the record into the live set, they will be entirely different. And that in itself, I think will be cool.
Yeah. And certainly stuff for people to look out for and be excited for you taking the sets on the road and live.
Yeah.
I'd certainly be very interested in seeing how you pull it off.
Yeah, come through.
Do you have a favourite song that you like to play from past projects?
I really love Grey.
Grey, yeah.
That was my first single. And it just like, I think it's sentimental in that way.
I see.
Yeah. It's a beautiful little song. We make it like folky live.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's cool. Interesting change with it.
Yeah, it's sort of like an electronic song. So just to provide context there.
Cool. I've got one more question for you.
Yeah.
And from people I've asked this to before, they often say it's the hardest question. But what have you personally been listening to over the last little while?
Oh, Saya Gray. I love the QWERTY 2 record. Sufjan Stevens. I've been revisiting Illinois. Or Marvin Gaye, What's Going On. That's one of my favorite records of all time.
Of course.
Kendrick Lamar, GNX.
Yep.
The Beatles, Revolver. Yeah, I mean, just off the top of my head, that's what I'm sort of currently got in rotation.
You are by far the musician that we've interviewed who's been able to answer it like so honestly, so quickly.
Well, like I was just in the car listening.
Oh,
so,
okay.
Like,
So you were just like, what did I just listen to?
Yeah.
Yeah. But no, this has been awesome chatting with you, Pally.
Thank you
so
for having
much
me.
for coming in and talking about your new album and all this stuff to look out for.
Appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you, UCFM. Thank you, University of Canberra, for my degree.